Hi everyone, my name is Ravi Prakash and welcome to a very important topic of algebra called sequence and series. Okay, so it's a very important topic of algebra. In this sequence and series chapter, we'll study about AP, that is arithmetic progression, then GP, that is geometric progression, then HP, that is harmonic progression, then arithmetic mean, geometric mean and harmonic mean. Okay, then we'll study about different types of series like AGP series. Okay, what is AGP? Arithmetico-geometric progression. Okay, then iterative series, right? Iterative series. Then then a splitting denominator. Okay, then finding nth term. Okay, so all these things we'll study in this, and then also miscellaneous series. Okay, you can also add one friend, that is miscellaneous series. So it's a very good chapter, it's a big chapter, and it's a very important chapter for any aptitude examination, especially CAT, SSC kind of examinations. Okay, bank PO. Okay, so let's start with it. Okay, so we'll start with here AP. Okay, AP. We'll start with arithmetic progression, that is AP. Fine. So arithmetic progression, that is AP. Okay, now what is arithmetic progression? Okay, so I've written this chapter as sequence and series only, right? That means it's always series. Okay, it is always a series forming numbers of like 3 terms, 4 terms, 5 terms, 6 terms, and so on, right? So what is AP? Basically, when a series is increasing by a constant term, right? Suppose like my first number is 5, okay, then my second number is 7, okay, so that increase is by +2. So my third number is 9, again increase is by +2. 9 to 11, again increase by +2. 11 to 13, again increase by +2, right? So on. This series is called the AP, right? This series, that is 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. This is called a AP because common difference is same, right? Difference between any two consecutive term is same. Okay, and it increasing by a constant rate, right? That means like 5, 7 difference 2, 7, 9 difference 2. So increasing or decreasing by a constant rate, right? Or same number. Okay, so again in this topic also same thing we'll do. You start from absolutely basics of the things in sequence and series, and we'll go up to the highest level of the question, that is 30% above CAT level will solve. Okay, just be patient and watch these all things very carefully, right? Maybe with these basics are clear for you, but still you watch it for brush up, then obviously we'll do very good level questions afterwards. Okay, so 5, 7, 9, this is an AP, right? So I can write in terms of like, if first term is A, second term will be A plus D, right? Difference of plus D. Okay, difference of D, adding DA. Then what is third term? It should be A plus 2D, right? Again adding plus D. I told you difference between any two consecutive term is same. Okay, should increase by a same rate, plus D. It should go like again plus D. Okay, it becomes A plus 3D and so on and so on. This is called AP, right? So what is the nth term of this AP? Nth term is last term of this AP, right? So suppose this series, where I should end this series. Okay, if I'm writing first term as A, second term as A plus D, third term as A plus 2D, what should be the last term of the series? Okay, where I should end it, right? Or I should say, what is the nth term of the series? Nth term is, by putting the value of n, I should get all these numbers, right? So nth term of the series will be C. First term contains no D. I can write like this. First term contains 0D. Second term contains 1D. Third term contains 2D. Fourth term contains 3D, right? So this 3 is one less than a term. Okay, fourth term 3D. Third term 2D. Second term 1D, right? 1D for D. A is all same. So in nth term also A will also come. Okay, notice nth term. First term 0, second term 1, third term 2, fourth term 3. So 1 less than that, right? So obviously nth term is what? N minus 1 into D. This is called nth term of AP. That is a plus n minus 1 into d. Right? Just hold on. We'll study AP in a very different way, which you won't find in any of the books. Right? We'll study AP in a very different way, which you will not find in any of these books. All those books will have conventional AP formula, and then you can solve it by applying formula, right? N term formula, sum of n terms formula. But here we'll use a very different approach using averages, right? I'll show you this very interesting approach of AP, solving AP, right? So Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, right? This is the nth term of AP. This is the nth term of this AP, a plus n minus 1 into d, right? So that means what is the meaning of nth term? So if you put n equal to 1, you should get first term. If you put n equal to 2, you should get second term. If you put n equal to 3, you should get third term, right? And so on. So obviously you're getting it, right? If you put n equal to 1, you will get a. If you get n equal to 2, you will get a plus d. If you put n equal to 3, you get a plus 2d, and so on. Okay, fine. This is the nth term of AP, right? Now, average funda in AP, right? We'll just discuss this. Once you know about AP, now we can discuss about average funda in AP. Okay. So we have seen how to calculate average in the this average chapter also in arithmetic, right? Here also we can use this average funda in AP, right? How to use it basically? See, I know that average is always equal to sum of numbers upon number of quantities, right? How many numbers are there dividing by it? This is the average of the numbers, right? In AP, what happens? In AP, okay, in AP, average is always the middle term. In AP, average is always the middle term. Correct? In AP, average is always the middle term. Now, why I am saying this average is the middle term in AP? Because suppose I need to calculate the average of, what is the average of 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5? If you calculate the average, you will get the average as 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 by 5. That is equal to 3. What is 3? 3 is the middle term here. Correct? So why so? In any series, right? Be it in any series. Suppose I write a series like 3, 6, 9, okay, 12, 15, 18, 21. What is the average of the series? If you add it up, you will get average as 12 only. That is the middle term. Okay, you will get average as 12. You add all the numbers, you divide by how many terms are here? You divide by 7 terms are here. Divide by 7, you will get average as 12. Right? So basically, funda is average is always right when you calculate the average of any two numbers. It should lie somewhere in between those numbers, right? So like, what is the average of 2 and 5? So it should be 3.5. Okay, that's 2 plus 5 by 2. So 3.5 lies in between 2 and 5. What is the average of 2, 5 and 11? So you can say that average will always lie after the low, means average will always be greater than the lowest term and lesser than the highest term. That means if I'm not calculating the average of the series also, I can sense that the average will be somewhere in between 2 and 11. If you write all the numbers in ascending order or descending order, average will rise somewhere in the middle, right? Somewhere. So if you calculate the average, 2 plus 5 plus 11, 18 by 3, it is 6. See, 6 is in middle of 2 and 11. Somewhere in middle, not exactly middle, somewhere in middle, right? So what happens in AP now? AP is a very symmetrical series, right? Because the numbers are increasing by a constant term. So AP is a very symmetrical series. Numbers are increasing by constant term. So in this symmetrical series, what is the average? Not somewhere in the middle, it is exactly in the middle, right? Symmetrical series increasing by constant term. So is the average absolutely in the middle, right? That's why in AP always average is the middle term. You remember it. Average is the middle term, right? And average, I wrote in AP, always average is equal to middle term, and that is always calculated by first term plus last term by 2. So you don't need to worry about which terms, how many terms are there, even number of terms or odd number of terms, right? Simply, it's an AP series. Simply do first term plus last term by 2. Okay. For example, you see, what is the average of 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 till 90. Okay. What is the average of these numbers, right? So I can simply do, since this series is in AP, I know that this series is in AP because difference is same. 3 to 6 plus 3, 6 to 9 plus 3, 9 to 12 plus 3. It's an AP series. So what is the average? Average is the middle term, and middle term is always calculated by first term plus last term by 2. Okay, so first term plus last term by 2, that is 3 plus 90 by 2, that is 46.5. Correct, 46.5. This is the average of whole series, right? Any series you can take, it should be in AP. Suppose 7, 14, 21, 28, right, till 217. I'm trying to calculate the average, right? What is the average? So average is equal to, simply since this series is in AP, you can blindly do like this. First term plus last term by 2. 7 plus 217. 7 plus 217 by 2. That is 112 is the answer. Right? So blindly you can write in AP, average is the middle term and middle term is first term plus last term by 2. Okay? Now let's do a question on this concept. Let's do a good question on this concept, right? A good question. See, the question basically is 187 consecutive odd integers are written in ascending order. Okay. 187 consecutive odd integers are written in ascending order. Okay. Find the average of these 187 consecutive odd integers. Find the average of these 187 consecutive odd integers integers in terms of x if it is known that average of last, okay, average of last 69 terms is x. Very good question, a very good application of AP in the averages, right? A very good concept to learn. Okay, so let's see how to solve this question. Just read this question once. So question is 187 consecutive odd integers are written in ascending order. Okay, to find the average of these 187 consecutive odd integers in terms of x if it is known that average of last 69 terms is x. Okay, so let's make it now, right? See, so suppose I do like this. I write here, this is the first term. Let's say there are 187 terms here in this series. It starts with T1, then T2, then T3, and it goes on like this till T187, right? There are 187 terms in this series. It goes on like till T187. Okay. So what is the average of this series? What is the average? So because this series is of consecutive odd integers, right? What are consecutive odd integers? Like 1, 3, 5, 7, and so on. Okay. So what is the average? 1, 3, 5, 7, right? How to calculate the average? So 1, 3, 5, 7, and so on. Right? This is what? This is the AP. This is AP because difference is always plus 2. Once they are consecutive odd integers, that series will always be in AP because consecutive odd integers appears at a gap of how much? Gap of 2, 1, then 3, then 5, then 7, right? It's a gap of 2. So this series I know it is in AP. So once this series is in AP, average is always equal to the middle term, right? Average is always equal to the middle term. What is the middle term here? So middle term is always calculated by first term plus last term by 2. So you not assume here, you just simply do first term as T1, last term as T187. Simply forget the term here. First term is 1, so write 1. Last term is 187, so 187. First term plus last term by 2, that is 94. Okay, that means T94 is your middle term. Okay, and you have to find this number. You have to find T94. Okay, basically find the average means what? Finding the middle term. What is the middle term? T94. Fine. First part clear. Now come to second part. Second part says that you have to find this average, that is T94, in terms of x. Now what is x? X is the average of last 69 terms. In the same series, x is the average of last 69 terms. So 187 minus 69 is 118. 187 minus 69 is 118. So I'll start from 119. Okay, 119. So this is the last 68 terms of the series, right? 187 minus 69 is 118. Don't start from 118, right? If you start from T118, so 118 to 187. Okay, see, 118 to 187. How many terms? We've discussed this. Since you have to include both the numbers, so always difference plus 1. 69 plus 1, there will be 70 terms here. Okay, so 118 to 187. 70 terms, right? But how many terms I need? I need only 69 terms. So that's why you start with the next number, that is T119. Okay. So from T119 to T187, what is the average? This is the last 69 terms of this series. Okay. What is the average here? 119 plus 187, that is 306. 306 by 2, that is T153. T153. Okay, getting it right? So again, same thing, because this is the last 69 terms of the series. This series is always in what? This series. I can separately treat this series, right? Understand this? I can separately treat this series from T119 to T187. Sorry, from T119 to T187. It's a separate series because again the gap is of 2 to 2 only, right? So I can treat like this. I can treat this portion as a separate AP. This is from T1 to T187. So T1 to T187. So from T119 to T187. This is also separate AP. Okay. So if it is if this series is an AP, what is the average? It is a middle term. How to calculate a middle term? First term plus last term by 2. So first term is how much? T119. So write it as 119. Last term is how much? T187. So write it as 187. Divide by 2. You'll get it as 153. So T153 is a middle term and its value will be how much? Its value will be x. Its value will be x. Correct? Right. This value will be x. So what I need to find now? So now I know that T153 is x. That is the average of last 69 terms of this series. Okay. What is the value of T94 now? What is the value of T94? Okay. So just go one beyond, right? Since T153 is x, so T152. Okay. Let me write here. If T153 is x, that means 153rd term of the series is x. What is T152? It should be what? It should be x minus 2 because we are going in a decreasing order now, right? Because consecutive odd integers are written in ascending order. Like, so what is series? Series is like 1, 3, 5, 7. So if you go beyond 7 to 5, what is the difference? Minus 2. 5 to 3, minus 2. Right? So one term you decrease. So T152 will be x minus 2. Similarly, T151 will be x minus 4. Right? So every gap you decrease, it is of minus 2 because odd integers. So minus 2. Okay. So T153 x to x minus 2, T152 x minus 2, T151 x minus 4. It goes like that, right? So every term decreases by 2. So from 94 to 153, 94 to 153. How many terms are there? 94 to 153. Difference is of 59. So 59 terms are there. Okay. So you have to go 59 terms beyond. Each term decreases by 2. So 59 terms decreases by 59 into 2. That is 118. So this is x. This becomes what? This becomes x minus 118. So what is T94? It is x minus T94 is x minus 118. So x minus 118 is your answer. Very nice question, very good question, right? I have a clear picture of this, what happened here. So 187 consecutive odd integers were written in ascending order. Okay, I wrote them. Then for to find that average, so since it is an AP series, because odd integers will also always a gap of 2. So average is the middle term. What is the middle term? 1 plus 187 by 2, that is 94. You have to find the value of T94, given that average of last 69 terms is how much? X. What is the last 69 terms? 187 minus 69, 118. So start from 119. 119 to 187, these are last 69 terms. What is the average? I can treat this series as a separate AP because here also gap is of 2. What is the average? First term plus last term by 2. 187 plus 119 by 2, that is 153. Okay, so T153 is the average, which is given as X here. Okay, so T153 is X and we need to calculate T94. So if you go beyond, each term will decrease by minus 2 because it is consecutive odd integers, so gap of 2. Okay, so let 1357, 7531. So decreases by 2, 7531. Decreases by 2. So if T153 is X, T152 is X minus 2, T151 is X minus 4. So every term decreases by 2 if you go beyond. So T153 to T94, how many terms are there? There are 59 terms. So 59 terms, what is that decrease? 59 into 2, that is 118. So X minus 118, right? So X minus 118 is the answer for your question. This is the answer, X minus 118. Okay, so I hope you got this funda. Okay, average funda of AP. So now we'll discuss in the next video about the how to calculate, how to derive the formulas of average and AP, and how to do the AP. It's a very unique approach of average, not applying the conventional AP formula, right? That we'll see in the next video. Okay, thank you.